Hello soldiers, this is Ghost45. I'm back again. I, I was supposed to record the video yesterday, but I forgot. So this is Top 60 Non-Gaming Creepypasta Part 5. And if you guys hear something in the background, it's my new fan. Motherfucking cost me $50. Shit. A lot of money, I know. For me, it's a lot of money. For y'all, it's probably not that much. I did record part 5 2 weeks ago, and I kind of fucked it up a little bit. So this is a fresh one, new one. Let's get this started. And I know this original video is an hour long. If it gets too scary, I'm done. I am done.
Children screaming from seeing things, and bites and scratches appearing on their arms and legs. It was thought to be a stray canine, but caretakers had claimed that no pets were allowed in the vicinity, and that traps were set around the building to prevent wildlife from entering. It was later revealed that misbehaved children were sent to the Grey Door. This room contained a giant ugly dog which would attack and viciously harm the children that were sent there.
No.
Children had reported coming out of the room scared, scratched, bitten, and being violently ill. One staff member was a janitor that had managed to get a job at this daycare because his aunt was in charge of one of the head offices. The janitor had explained that he had some form.
Motherfucker, man. You guys remember Lost Tapes? The series? I don't know. Lost Tapes, I don't know if it was real or fake. It's just like that. But, God. This video reminds me of Paranormal Activity. Okay, come on. You can do this. You can do this.
Narcolepsy since he was a teenager and a history of sleepwalking as well. Doctors couldn't figure out what was causing his condition, but they couldn't find any other adverse health effects linked to it either. It was reported that his aunt would mix him a special herbal tea for him that would help keep his narcolepsy in check. He stated that the children were generally nice to him, but the employees sensed uneasiness around him. They seemed extremely cautious around him. When asked about any dogs or animals in the building, he pointed out that animals were never allowed in the premises because of allergies. Strangely, he pointed out that he would waken in the grey room when he neglected to take his tea, moved him there so he could sleep without being in anyone's way, or if he had been sleepwalking again. In his opinion, the janitor thought that the dog was simply a carer wearing a costume, terrorizing any children sent into the room as a means of instilling fear of punishment into their minds.
Through the trees. On September 15th, 1983, a famous tale was told about a mysterious creature called the Seed Eater. It was described as a bird-human creature that roams forests, stalking children and abducting them to be part of the legend. The man explained that he saw the creature in front of his yard. Around the same time, 2 weeks later, he heard tapping on his window. The Seed Eater had apparently spoken to the man, asking for children to devour. Once its wish was granted, the Seed Eater eventually ate him. The Seed Eater is believed to force men to kill and store children for it to eat, and will eventually eat them. As it states, the children aren't doing the trick anymore. The Seed Eater is found in many places across the world, like China, New York, Turkey, and New Jersey. The creature goes on a hunt every few years. If anyone interferes with the hunt, the Seed Eater will attack them too. It sometimes, although extremely rarely, will attack adults as well.
Satellite images. Google Earth and Google Street View reveal some incredible things. It's been uncovering a new dimension of reality since it came online. One user had experienced the world through browsing Google Maps, visiting places such as London, Paris, Japan, and going on virtual tours. But then, he began spotting something in particular.
If you guys heard something, I kind of farted, so got a little scared. Goddamn, fucking stinks.
A brown-haired woman with a gray bag and red sneakers. He sees her in Tokyo first, then in Paris, then Berlin. On another day, he sees the mysterious woman again in Sydney, Zurich, and Hong Kong. Each time he visits different places in the world and reverts back, she appears to be doing something different. From standing up, to sitting on a bench, to petting a cat, to staring at the camera on a balcony. He couldn't find much information on the woman, other than her attire, as the faces on Google Maps are blurred. Panicking now, he visits his hometown, and worryingly, she is seen standing in the park, looking at the camera. Terrified by the strange, seemingly ever-present woman, he exits out of Google Maps altogether, vowing never to use the tool again. That's when a knock at his door comes, and the security camera feed shows a woman with a gray bag and red sneakers staring directly at the camera with a blurred face.
Oh god, damn, I thought they were gonna show her.
The Woman in the Oven. During the summer of 1983, in a quiet town near Minneapolis, Minnesota, the charred body of a woman was found inside the kitchen stove of a small farmhouse. The video camera was also found in the kitchen, standing on a tripod, pointing at the oven. No tape was found inside of the camera at the time. Although the scene was originally labeled a homicide by police, an unmarked VHS tape was later discovered at the bottom of the farm's well, which had apparently dried up earlier that year. It showed the woman coming into the shot, setting the oven, climbing inside, and then closing the door after herself. After some time, violent banging and shrieking happens inside the oven, and smoke begins to emerge. An analysis of the woman in the video and the woman discovered in the oven concludes that they are two completely different people.
The fuck?
Anomaly. The narrator of Anomaly is an average guy working at a small publishing company, holding down an office job that's likable enough. The projects he gets are pretty normal, turning out the sorts of books that people buy for gifts and coffee tables. That's until he gets a pitch from someone with a series of photos he wants compiled into a rather non-traditional volume. All of the photos are anomalies, showing something otherworldly or unexplained. The photos are so valuable, in fact, that rather than sending them all to be processed, the client insists on sending them one at a time. When one comes back, he sends the next. When he gets a better offer from someone wanting to buy all the photos, the publishing project is terminated. Lawyers get involved, copies are seized, and most of the photos are wiped from their computers, with the exception of a few, which the narrator explains has to be seen to believe. The photographs in their stories are chilling. There's a blurry photo of children taken before a 1908 fire that killed them all. There's a hooded figure with a snarling dog on a leash, and a photo that was recovered from a man's camera after his mysterious disappearance. A possible image of the Axeman of New Orleans, evidence of the cave-dwelling cryptids, a photo of a Danish family later killed in a terrible accident, and more. There are 14 photos.
Oh shit. Oh man. I kinda skipped it to the next video. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh man. The video kind of froze up a little bit. I'm sorry. Oh god. If you guys want part 6, give me at least 10 likes on part 5. You know what to do. Peace.